Tonight on Fox 14 Press Box, Frontenac opened the season with a battle against Colgan and came up short, 27-20. Since that point, the Raiders haven't lost a game. They head on the road to Baxter Springs for our game of the week, where the Lions also have just one loss and are looking for their high-flying offense to lead them to a victory. Meanwhile, in the Big Eight, Lamar lost its only game of the season to Seneca a few weeks ago. The Tigers get their chance to prove they're still the top dog in the Big Eight. They head on the road to undefeated Nevada, who hopes to improve to 7-0. In the Sooner State, Wyandotte is undefeated as well. A year ago at this time, the Bears were 1-6. Tonight, they're at home, looking to get to 7-0. Highlights from those games and more. It's Week 6 of Fox 14 Press Box, and it starts right now.
You're watching Fox 14's Press Box, sponsored by Missouri Southern State University, Matco Builders, Roper Kia, and Kramer's Quality Meats of Grove.
Hey, and welcome into Fox 14 Press Box. I'm John Dales, as always, with Brock Baldridge. We're into Week 6 already. Brock, it feels like Week 1 was so long ago.
Yeah, especially for the Frontenac Raiders, who lost to the Colgan Panthers in Week 1, but they've won 4 games in a row since then.
Yeah, Frontenac rolling. Tonight, the Raiders bring their winning streak on the road to Baxter Springs. Now, the Lions enter that game at 4-1 as well. Came back on the road against Galena last week. Frontenac wins the toss. They choose to receive third play from scrimmage. Cal Turlip lets one go deep over the middle. Wyatt Frazier is there for the catch, and he scores. 60-yard bomb. Just like that, Frontenac takes a 7-0 lead. They're up 14-0, still in the first quarter, when Gavin Whithune takes this pitch. Look at that lead block from Peyton McDonald. They'll go all the way to the end zone, 20-0. Raiders lead. Still more to come in the first. Now McDonald, we've seen him block. Here he is with the legs. All the way to the end zone from 30 yards out, 27-0. Next possession. Frontenac already had one interception return for a touchdown. Here comes another one. Wyatt Frazier had the opening touchdown and as a receiver. He gets a pick 6 here. Second pick 6 of the first quarter for the Raiders. They dominate on the road. They win it 62-7. Frontenac wins big. Another team that's been doing that this season is Chanute.
Yeah, you know, Chanute has also played very well this season. We had quite a big matchup tonight in Bourbon County, Kansas, for both Fort Scott and Chanute. Both teams come in with winning records. So Fort Scott facing Chanute on their home field. Chanute has a commanding 21-6 lead coming out of halftime, but the Tigers get off to a good start in the second half. When quarterback Lennox Van goes to receiver Ty Marbury. Big gain there for the first down. Very next play, Fort Scott's going to pitch it over to Chase Heyer. Picks up a big chunk of yards there before going out of bounds. Look out there. Fort Scott on the 2-yard line, getting ready to score, 1st and goal, but wait a minute, Chanute, they're going to make a goal line stand, and when they do that, they're going to take away the football as Cade Small comes out with it. The Blue Comets have a turnover. So Tigers are able to force a 3-and-out on their defense. So next, Fort Scott possession. Lennox Van, play action, finds Ty Marbury for the touchdown. Tigers would miss the 2-point conversion, but they still trail 21-12. Next, Chanute possession. Quentin Harding, a great season for him. He's going to run into it, driving into the end zone, gets over the goal line, pylon, touchdown. But wait a minute, flag on the play, it's a holding call. So very next play, 1st down and long, Lennox Van with the interception. He can play defense too. Fourth quarter was crazy in this one, but it's Chanute who takes the lead in this one with 11 seconds left in the game to beat Fort Scott 29-28. Man, what a crazy game that was.
That is crazy.
And you know, I was about to say, John, you know, we had another close game tonight in the SEK conference.
Yeah, Pittsburgh has turned its season around since getting blown out by the Blue Comets. Lost at Paola last week at home, though. Tonight, the Purple Dragons try to bounce back against Independence. Start of the third quarter, Purple Dragons leading 20-7 over Independence. Bulldog tailback Malcolm Riley trying to shimmy his way through to no avail. Bulldogs get the ball on offense. Camden Julian looking, launching, and he's picked. Carson Nicholson with the interception. We stay at 20-7. Now Malcolm Riley, on Pittsburgh, takes that handoff, gets some yardage for the Purple Dragons Next play, little bit of a mishandle here. Ball's loose. Suddenly Independence has it. Suddenly they don't. It's still loose. Bulldogs do end up with possession. Now LaMarcus Allen, first down carry for the Bulldogs, gets another first down. This play here, hawking down in the backfield. Gabe Kimsey, how about that stop from the linebacker? Stone Perry in through full speed, and now getting tackled by a couple of Bulldogs. Pittsburgh goes on to win a tight one, 20-13, the final score. Now, another team who plays its home games at Hutchinson Field, very hot right now.
Yeah, nothing seems to be slowing down the Colgan Panthers. And, I think, John, the Colgan, they want to make every play, but they seem like they're going to score 80 points every game we watch them. They go on the road tonight, going against a Columbus Titans team. Columbus Titans on the field, looking for an upset. Colgan come out of the gate. Quarterback Tucker Harrell with a fake handoff, shifting gears into the end zone for the first points of the game. Touchdown Panthers. On the kickoff return, Jaden Rodriguez for Columbus going to scoop and carry to give Titans pretty good field position here. The next play, pitch to Clayton Anderson, who slips the defender and clears takeoff. No one in front of him. Panthers lead 14-0. Very next possession for the Columbus Titans. Brandon Stice marching forward, bruises by one defender. Sees a little daylight, but not enough. The Panthers bring him down. Looking right, the quarterback for the defensive lineman, Carter Henry, had a big rejection for the batted pass. And then next Colgan possession, a little deja vu here. Tucker Harrell, opposite side, into the end zone for the touchdown. The Panthers lead 21-0 at that point. Colgan stays perfect on the year. Panthers go on the road to win 59-20.
And as we look at other scores throughout Southeast Kansas, Parsons stays perfect. They pick up the win over Galena 48-12. Now we'll leave you with some of the final scores throughout Kansas. We'll be back with more scores and highlights from Missouri after this. Hey, welcome back to Fox 14 Press Box. We now head to Missouri, one of the best rivalries around. Carl Junction, Joplin, a COC battle that feels right that it was being played tonight in weather where you can see your breath. Joplin leading 20-7 just before half. CJ driving though. Dexter Merrill finds Bentley Rowden first down into Eagle territory. Next play, Chavis Coleman reads the quarterback's eyes all the way, gets the pick. Joplin takes over. They're looking now to pad their lead before halftime. So Hobbs Gooch dropping back. His throw is intercepted. Back-to-back picks. Nice play by Johnny Starks. That makes it 20-7 at halftime. Out of the locker rooms, this kickoff looks a bit like a shank. That's on purpose though. Loose ball, live ball, and Garen Berry's gonna pick it up for the Eagles. They get great field position after recovering the kickoff. Forced to settle for three though. Ibsen back on the field, connects on a 34-yarder, 23-7 Joplin. Carl Junction just had nothing going on offense for most of the day. Marquez Lopez-Derman runs into a brick wall. Joplin gets a first win in a month, does so comfortably, 37-13.
And Carl Junction and Joplin, they never disappoint. Well, the Carthage Tigers began the season 0-3, but all of a sudden the Tigers have won their last three straight to get back to 500, and now the Tigers come home tonight for one of their biggest home tests, going against the red-hot Webb City Cardinals, who've won their last 5 games. Carthage on a hot streak, winning their last 3, but Webb City on a hotter streak, winning their last 5, just as we said. First score now, Cardinals on the offensive side. Handoff up the middle to Andrew Elwell, punches it in for Webb City 7-0. But Carthage, in their possession, handoff to Darren Witt, onto the left. Cameraman loses him, but Witt takes it all the way to the house for the score. Tie game now. Team's starting to trade blows. Cardinals next possession. Gabe Johnson, quarterback keeper. Guess what? Webb City gets a house call for Johnson. He takes it all the way 67 yards. But the Tigers are going to respond with a house call of their own here. Brady Carlson passes to Landon Collins, who Makes not one, but two, but three defenders miss here and gets in the end zone for 6. In the fourth quarter now, Webb City trailing 20-13. 1 minute left. Carlton coughs it up. Ball's on the ground. Webb City recovers. Madness in Carthage. 5 seconds later now. One last chance. Braden McKee sends a prayer to the end zone. Desperation heave is incomplete. Carthage, they have done it. They win a nail biter to win 20-13 to continue their winning streak.
Now keeping it in the COC over to Neosho, Wildcats led by Quentin Hughes at QB. He's elapsed over 5,000 passing yards in his career, hoping he can lead his team to a home victory tonight against Ozark. Neosho student section fired up for this one. Wildcats just made a 33-yard field goal, putting them up 17-7. Great kickoff by Wambi and Carty. Sets Ozark back deep in its own territory. Now, Jack Bowers going to take the handoff for Ozark here. Trying to get to the outside. Brought down by his face mask, though. That's a free 15 yards. After that, Jonathan Phillips. Nice 11-yard reception from Peyton Russell at quarterback to the Neosho 24. Fourth down now. Deep shot. Falls incomplete. We go into halftime. 17-7. Your score. Third quarter. Neosho with the ball. Quentin Hughes. There he is, finding Tyrone Harris. Nice gain. Once again, Hughes rolling out to his right. Goes deep. Cade Kammerer to the Ozark 25. Denver Welch trying to punch it in. He's brought down by the Ozark defense. Biancardi comes back out onto the field. He sends that one through the uprights. Neosho up 20-7. Ozark would find the end zone but comes up short. Neosho wins 20-14 at home. And we'll show you the rest of the scores across Missouri as we head to break.
Welcome back to Press Box here on Fox 14. We continue with more Missouri high school football highlights, except we shift gears from the COC to the Big 8 now. And one of the top games of the week, the Lamar Tigers will go to Vernon County to face the Nevada Tigers. Tigers versus Tigers tonight. Lamar versus Nevada. It's the Silver Tiger game. Only one Tiger team can win. Starting off with the opening kickoff, Lamar won the toss. They chose to receive it, and they regret that decision right away because the Lamar Tigers fumble the football. Nevada recovers it. They have great field position, but give credit to the Lamar defense. They come up and force a big 3-and-out here. The first Lamar possession now. Trent Torback at quarterback goes to Ian Googie, and he continues his tremendous year with a big gain here. First down Lamar. Later in the drive, Lamar's going to fumble the football here on third down, but luckily for Lamar, they recover it. So that's a big stop for the Nevada defense. Next Nevada possession, incomplete pass here on third down. Fans in the stands wanting pass interference called, but no flag. So we play on. That sets up this punt situation. Nevada boots it away. Ian Googie, boy, don't let this guy get space. He gets a cut, gets a block, and he is on his way to the house. Huge punt return for a touchdown for the Lamar Tigers as they go up 7-0. Lamar pulls off a huge win on the road. They go on to beat the Nevada Tigers 14-0.
Well, now that brings us to the only unbeaten team remaining in the Big 8 after Nevada loses. Seneca on the road at East Newton tonight. First chilly night of the season in Granby. East Newton trying to pull off an upset. Opening kickoff by Seneca. Noah Hood can't quite get a grip. Seneca is going to end up getting the football. East Newton eventually is going to end up falling on it. Seneca on offense now. First play, Blake Hearn. Nice carry to the outside. Takes a few Patriots to bring him down. 2 plays later, Gavin Hoover finds Blake Skelton, not Shelton, who would have no problem at all getting past the East Newton defense into the end zone. They go for 2, 8-zip. Indians, East Newton punts it. Indians on offense again. Hearn finds Ethan Altick for the first down. A few plays later, Morgan Vaughn hauls this one in. Twisting and turning down near the end zone. Indians threatening here, this Vaughn into the end zone for the touchdown. 14-0 Indians at that point. They'd roll 50-14, Seneca stays unbeaten.
And no, Blake Shelton did not play football tonight. Well, we go on to the Southwest Conference now. The Sarcoxy Bears are off to a great start, 7-0 to begin the year. They have a tough test at home against Marionville. A little bad blood between these two teams in the past. Should set up for a great game. Marionville coming in to pay a visit to the Sarcoxy Bears. Two unbeaten teams. First drive of the game, Cass Pomeroy through the middle, makes a mad dash for the end zone. 6'2" sophomore takes it 63 yards to the house. After the Sarcoxy punt, Bears defense steps up. Blake Hackmaster and Noah Harrison combined for the sack. Into the second quarter now. Comets bring the ball up to the 4-yard line. It's punched in by Hutch Eaton. Extra point is good. Make it 14-0 Marionville. Then just before the half, Sarcoxy makes another play, ripping the ball away from the receiver. Galton Malat comes onto the football. It's just quite not enough as the Blue Comets of Marionville go on to beat the Sarcoxy Bears 42-6.
That brings us to a break. Here are some scores throughout Oklahoma before we show you highlights from the Sooner State coming up after this.
Welcome back to Press Box here on Fox 14. We now head to the Sooner State where Wyandotte is unbeaten.
Yeah, one of the biggest turnaround stories in Oklahoma. Wyandotte last year at this time 1-6. Tonight they enter at 6-0. Wyandotte go to the coin toss. They win the coin toss. So they say we want the ball to begin. A little check down pass here on offense. Hunter White to Brady Laughlin. Good gain near midfield. White then going to keep the ball. Run towards the sideline, picks up a first down for the Bears. Wyandotte then airs it out over the top. Evan Brown just can't quite haul that one in though. Ketchum takes over. Big stop here by Wyandotte's defense though. Mason Brown forces the Warriors to go 3 and out. Bears trying to capitalize. Evan Brown can't quite haul that one in. Muffed punt here though. Ball's loose. Wyandotte's gonna fall on it. You can't give an unbeaten team a chance like that. Right after that, over the top, Laughlin hauls it in for the touchdown. Bears go up 7-0. They go on to win 29-26. And Wyandotte stays unbeaten. Heck of a turnaround for them this year.
Yeah, big turnaround. Well, we go to another school in Oklahoma where the Commerce Tigers going against a very good Concord team. Should be a fun matchup. In Commerce tonight, Tigers opening the drive with a big pass there for the first down. Then kick the field goal here. Kick is good. At least the extra point. That one's good. And then Commerce back the other way. Big screenplay here. It's going to be first down for the Tigers. But then Concord using the big bodies for tonight. Big play here on the screen. Ball comes loose. But wait a minute. We're not done yet because there's a penalty on the play. Illegal man down the field. So we're going to bring this one back. So Concord gets a second shot at this. They're going to drive this one right into the end zone for the touchdown. Concord in the red zone. They go to Mott again as he barrels in for the score of 33-17 in the third. Concord goes on to win 53-24 over Commerce. John, it seems like we've had low-scoring games, in Oklahoma, but, that could change tonight.
Yeah, we've already seen it change tonight. Now Miami, a team that needs a win, couple losses last couple weeks. It stays at home tonight at Red Robertson Field against Skytook. Chilly night in Miami. War Dogs taking on the Bulldogs. Big run here. Hunter Nichols getting down near the red zone. That sets up another run. This time it's Chris Kelly just short of the end zone. So we'll give it to Kelly again. This time he does get in. Miami takes the early lead. Now, following a War Dog interception, they're back near the goal line again. This time, Braylon Riley, his turn to go into the end zone. Extra point is good. Up by 2 scores on the ensuing kickoff. Skytook's Chris Eustace is going to have this one and take it down near midfield to the 49-yard line. Though, all for naught, Skytook fumbles the football, leads to a Miami recovery. Sam Lillard right off that turnover perfectly placed pass. Logan Summergang for the touchdown. Miami takes this one, how about that, 61-0. Now time for us to give the power over to you. A week ago, Parsons went on the road. The Vikings were our performer of the week after shutting out Riverton 27-0. Here's your options for this week's performer of the week. We start with Frontenac. Raiders head on the road to a good Baxter Springs team and just dominate them from the jump. They were up 34-0 in the first quarter. They end up winning 62-zip.
Your second option is Colgan. The Panthers, only team to beat Frontenac this year. They stay perfect on the season, taking down the Columbus Titans 59-20 on the road tonight.
Yeah, I tell you what, Colgan looks pretty close to unbeatable. And now our final option for you is Lamar. The Tigers end Nevada's perfect season. They go on the road to Nevada. They win that contest 14-0. Ian Googie's punt return, a big part of it. So head to KOAMnewsnow.com/vote to get your choice in now.
John, you can't really go wrong with any of those options.
Yeah, you certainly can't. You got two blowouts, and then you have, again, Lamar ending a team's perfect season on the road 14-0.
Yeah, big win for the Silver Tiger game.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's all the time we have for you on this edition of Fox 14 Press Box. Go ahead, vote in that poll, KOAMnewsnow.com. Share it on all your social media sites, and we'll see you again right back here next Friday night.